Greetings, friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here. And the reason why I'm all up close and personal is because I wanted to show you this guy all up close and personal. This was the scarf joint headstock with the wings and the veneer. I did put these antiqued copper grommets in here for the tuner bushings. I do have the 0 fret, and this is what I wanted to show you here with these screw inlays. Aren't those awesome? And they are flush, flat, perfectly flat. I also have the screws on the top, and this has been dark stained. The fret ends have been polished and dressed. This is a just tempered fret spacing, as you can always tell by this 4th fret here, but because it's skinny, and the 9th fret here because it's skinny. So I'm all ready to install this bad boy. I do have the spring, and it's routed out for the piezo and notched here for the single coil. This neck here is going into this Magic Toast box with this beautiful butterfly. And obviously the choo-choo train on the inside there. I'll let you see it here. Notice all of the artwork here. So I will turn on the light and show you this thing in the light. And the Lord said, "Let there be light." And there was light. All right, a little too much light, hang on. There you go, I don't know if that's any better. All right, so I'm ready to install the pickup, the hinge, the bridge, the electronics, the tuners, and then button it up, string it up, set it up, tune it up, and tear it up. All right, you ready? Let's go. The tuners have been installed, and we are screwed in place. Ready for the pickups. We have the piezo underneath the paper, embedded in hot glue, and that paper is so that the hot glue doesn't stick to the top of this thing here whenever we shut it. So it is like perfectly flush to the inside of the cigar box top. And then also this single coil is such that I can open and close this guy without it interfering. Snazzy! Also, I wanted to point out this little eyelet right here. You can see the these wires are going through the eyelet, and that is so that when this box is shut, that you don't see the wires when you're peeking inside. Nifty! Because these sidewalls are so thick, the jack won't go through. What I do is get one of these guys and just make it thinner. So what I do now is I can just drill my hole through that and get the achieved thickness so that the jack can pop through here. And of course, you're going to sand these edges smooth and then stain that so that it matches everything else, right? Right. Got one of those Les Paul style three-way switches and a 250K pot with one of those antiqued dome knobs, the knurled edges. That thing's beautiful. That matches the tuner bushings. And to match the butterfly, what I did is I searched through all of my hinges. There's a nice one. And I found the perfect butterfly hinge. Look at that. So this one here is going to go right on the edge right here. And it will be strategically placed so that I can open the box. We are soldering up, and I think I hear a train. I did. And as fate would have it, I searched through all of my screws, and I have thousands of screws, and I found my last 4 antiqued bronze that match the bushings on the tuners. I don't know if you can see it in this light here, but it's like, it's an antiqued, and it actually matches perfectly with the, so all right, we are strung up, and now it's time to set it up and tune it up. But before I did anything, I just wanted to show you that you can see that train on the inside there. Just so happens to be the same train as on the southbound strings. So if you look inside here, you'll be able to see Made in America, bound for glory. Now I'm in the process of setting it up. So I'm stretching the strings, putting the saddle in the right spot for the proper intonation. I'm tuned EBE, and I have kind of a gain setting on the amp here. So, gosh, I love the sound of this just tempered. You can always tell because you have a skinny 4, a skinny 9, and a skinny 16. So I did want to let you hear the sound of the different drills here. So this one here is my dying drill. Oh, it is dead. Dead drill. Fortunately, I have another battery. Stand by. So it's still dying. It's the drill that's dying, not the battery. Listen. spring. Here's my good drill. All right, so I'll let you see the settings on the amp. For those of you who want to know what the settings are. It's kind of the high gain. I do have this guy switched down the, that's the low wattage thing. That way you can get the fuzzy sound at low volumes. Yep, them strings are stretching. Another trick that you can do is you can just grab the string and then hang the guitar from the string. This freaks people out. You can hear them jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. You can hear them. You can actually hear them stretch. So these strings are still stretching. This will work for all the strings, the skinny strings. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. If it's gonna break, it's gonna break now. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. All right, if I wasn't out of tune a little while ago, I'm out of tune now. Man, listen to those major thirds. So that is on the both position. This is the single coil. And then of course the piezo. You can really hear that spring. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful sound. let me dial up a clean sound. A clean sound has been dialed up. And I wanted you to hear the intonation, especially way up here at the neck. Again, this just tempered is when I move the harmonics, or I move the frets to be in alignment with the harmonics. For example, here's the major third way up here. Same harmonic down there. So, major thirds, perfect. Wow. All right, so that's what you call perfect intonation. Minor chord. All the chords sound good, dude. Thank you, everybody. Good night. All right, there you have it, folks. The Butterfly Magic Toast 3-string cigar box guitar with a butterfly hinge, piezo, single coil, both, antiqued knobs, antique screwed, an antique looking pickup. Look at that pickup, looks pretty rough. Choo-choo train on the inside, spring on the inside here, screw inlays, top and bottom, scarf with a beautifully stained veneered headstock, antique grommet tuners, tuner bushings. I could go on and on and on and on. The sound of this thing, I think, is just simply amazing. In fact, I'll probably stay up late tonight jamming. All right, guys, if you like these videos, be sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget there's a bunch of information below here, merch and Patreon and all that gobbledygook. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Cheers.